know. But I definitely want to
discuss that conversation.
I gotta get it on camera. I always box you in the court and you come back and say, hey, you're a teacher. We're gonna talk.
Home of the love snobs, love snobs, love snobs.
A lot of my shit come from my struggle.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think that creativity, the creative part of you, does come from your struggle, but it doesn't, like, sometimes you gotta allow it to propel you. Like, you don't want to be boxed into somebody else's critiquing you mode, but creativity is another form of relationship. You see what I'm saying? So, like, if you come to me, yo, Z's, how this, blah, 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 I'm gonna break it down. This is whatever. I could actually expand your work and expand your view and expand your vision, but I couldn't do the work. So the creativity is still yours. You know what I'm saying? But I expanded on it. So therefore it came together as us. We both came together.
Well, I mean,
did criticize and I did rearrange it.
it's like, to me, this is how I am across the board, not just with art, but across the board.
Yeah.
Whatever I can use, I use, and whatever I can't, I don't. Right?
Yeah.
So when it comes down to me creating, if once I create something and I'm like, this shit is hot, nobody can tell me it ain't hot. But what you can do is say, yo, maybe if you would have did this would have happened. Maybe this would have brought this up, or maybe this, And if something you say strikes a chord, I'll apply that.
Yeah.
But if it don't strike a chord, I don't give a damn what you got to say, because this is my art and this is what I put together, and that's how I liked it.
Yeah, I understand that. But you're actually trying to put something out there. I think everything should be a group experience. If you just sit in a bubble by yourself and create, that's cool. You can do that
That's
all
what
day.
an artist does.
No, but you can do that all day. But when you now form the relationship, I think that your art goes to a whole nother level.
No,
So therefore, when you're like, I just think this is hot, that's your. But you can't always talk about perspective and one person's view. That's one person's view.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say, yo, this shit is hot and it's going to stand the test of time. Standing the test of time is other people that actually have a vision, actually seeing what you see. It is a collective thing.
But this is how I view. I'm gonna speak in your terms, right? So the way that you speak on, like minds coming together,
Definitely.
and being able to connect due to likeness rather than differences.
Definitely.
That's how I feel about art. So we create artists. Like, there's a lot of people who are making, I guess, their form of art, but aren't artists.
Art or
Right now, creating, okay. Period. I feel like creating is an art form. So while creating, that's how I look at it. When I'm creating whatever it is, whether it's music, whether it's video, whether it's art, like I'm drawing or whatever the case, when I'm creating it, it's personal for me, right? And I'm not worried about everyone else's perspective because it is personal for me. However, creating, I look at it in the same way as you look at, meeting with like minds. The people who understand it are going to understand it and see it, and are going to bond with me via that, that likeness. And those other people, I'm fine with them not bonding me.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, when I hear it, but when I'm thinking of you creating something, you actually creating something from your mind, idea, and bringing it into reality. It does now forge a relationship. It should bring people to you, not push people away from you. So I see everything as a relationship, obviously. So when you are creating, it's the same way I see love. A lot of people preach love to be this thing, self-love. I don't even believe it exists. I believe love don't start until you connect with somebody else. Self-awareness starts. You should have an understanding of self so you can introduce yourself to other people. When it comes to love, you have to be able to actually use yourself to actually connect and bond with somebody else. Because if everybody else just self, how will we evolve? There has to be a connection.
But you don't think that, you don't believe that self-love puts you in a healthy state to be able to bond with others for love?
Definitely, but I wouldn't call it self-love. I would call it self-awareness. When you have a great understanding of self, you actually put in the work to understand who you are.
Absolutely.
So you don't even have to say self-love.
Because that already exists.
It's attached love to anything.
I agree.
So it's love standing alone is the connection between multiple things. So like you deal with your artwork, you have to now connect with something else or somebody else. I'm not saying a critic that is wrong. You have the right to say that critic's wrong. But at the same time, you want your artwork to actually bring people closer.
But I wanted to bring the people I want closer.
No,
not just everybody. So the same way you think about relationships. No, but same way you think about relationships in regard to relationships. I don't want a relationship with just anybody.
No, I'm with you.
I want a relationship with a like mind. I want a relationship with someone who understands, the way I understand, who moves the way I move, because then that makes it a solid understanding between two people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I move with my artwork too. So it's not just I'm just not going to be bent and probed in ways for just anybody to be able to relate. I don't give a damn about everybody relating. I give a damn about the people who are like me relating.
Okay, you just changed the concept. What I was saying in a nutshell, you just said like minds. I'm smooth. You just said same hearted. I'm smooth. All I'm saying is it takes other people. That's all I've been saying. So who cares about? Like I'm not. When you say one thing, like I don't care. I agree. See, now we in the same page. But when you're like, my joint is dope, I don't care, nobody can tell me it ain't dope. That's just you. Now, if you're saying around my like minds, we can now actually have a discussion about it and really determine if it's dope. I think it's dope, and I let it know. But I'm willing to put it to the test.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm willing to put it to the test around other like-minded people that I respect and I can trust, and then we actually tear it up.
I think that goes for everything.
I agree.
I think that goes for everything.